Tonight on Hipstar Tonight. Now available on iTunes. Purchases now online at hipstar.ca. The original 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK.com. Please send your contributions to the Heart and Soul Foundation. It is tonight. Tonight on Hipstar Tonight.
It's Wednesday, the 12th, 2017. Wish we had more of a direction yesterday. Wish we had more of a purpose, because now I feel like today there's a lot of things that I know that I want to address. I can't get to all of them today. I mean, we'll have to wait. Tomorrow's another day as well, right? We gotta wait for that. But I mean, it's social media day, and a lot is coming in. Infamous Gmore, hotmail.com, and it's a lot that we have to address. I don't know where you want to start, Jay, because, I mean, you were on to something yesterday where you're like, no, anything goes, anybody can run.
The first thing I'd like to point out, if you don't mind, Hipstar, is I have actually gotten heat from my general manager over at Giant 91.7 that when you crinkle paper on the air, it actually has to be edited out through the 7-second delay. They don't like crinkled paper on the air anymore, so that's number one.
Yeah, but have you ever seen your levels when you yell at the top of your lungs? No, you don't see your levels, right? Levels mean nothing to this show, okay? If we overload, then it's just like we're on balance.
I just wanted to deliver some professional advice before we move on with social media day.
I appreciate it.
You know, a lot has come in even at infamousgmail.hotmail.com. Now, when you read it, your email, you don't have to crinkle paper because it's on screen. Oh, true. But they don't like the mic so close to your mouse that you can hear your mouse being clicked. That's another piece of broadcasting I got advice from legendary AM morning host Tom McConnell.
But the Huffington Post put up this article like 3 months ago about how people who get annoyed by mouth sounds actually have a neurotic mental disorder of themselves, of their own. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe people should consider that. Like, mouth sounds are just human, right? And if you listen to podcasts, you're listening to two human voices. That's like saying I don't like mouth sounds. It's like saying like I don't like hearing somebody breathe. Well, the show you tuned into, even like if it says podcast on the title, it's human voices. You expect what's going to happen when you talk. What happens? You make mouth sounds. You snore too. I don't care what you say. You definitely snore in your sleep. It's disgusting.
One of the most professional podcasters out there to me is Talk is Jericho. Is that the name of the podcast? The Jericho one?
Are you into that? You like that, eh? Okay.
Well, he knows how to do like the rock star thing, so he can like good promos. He knows how to have energy on his show, and he's trying to throw different things out there. I mean, he's still like he just got on Facebook Live. He just cut his first few things last week, which I thought were interesting because he knows how to plug dates, and he just I don't think he reads them. I think he's got a good memory. Like he just rifles the dates off. He's going overseas and this and that with this Talk is Jericho podcast. So shout outs to him, but
maybe he's doing a lot of Europe dates now, and maybe that's because Canadians can totally catch on and realize that he's just got some really corny, lame Canadian humor, and we're kind of sick of it. Or at least we should be, because come on, most of what he's done on the program, it's all jokes that's been done like 12, 15 years ago. Like, come on, he's a Canadian Rob Schneider, and we need to open our eyes.
And his after WrestleMania Raw promo backstage is very much like the old Rock promos in the 90s. Like he was almost like influenced by the Rock now. Now since the Rock has moved on, like this one's like Jericho was part of that era. Rock, Austin, Test.
When he had hair.
That era of guys that can cut promos. He knows how to cut those 90s promos where the audience pops for everything he says backstage.
Yeah, but nobody talks like that anymore. I'll tell you something else. I'm gonna get you because I am catchphrase. And we're used
for
to
me,
that.
man.
Come on. People just eat that up. Oh, gross. But this caller writes in. He says, "Hey Jay, big fan. Just attached to this email, here is the official poster for July 15th. Autographs $25, double photo $45, photo op $50. Maven is $20 autograph, $15 photo op. You can order tickets by calling 226-989-5021, and you can reserve them by calling. Same tickets will be available at the market July 15th. We accept Visa, MasterCard, or Amex. Don't miss this rare appearance. Jeez. Signed
What's interesting
Andrew
about that
Goodwin,
appearance is I was on the phone this afternoon with our Florida agent, Christopher Hill, who used to run the ballpark brawls in the Buffalo, the upstate area.
And yeah, he did that.
Agents like Dr. Styles Slick and the One Man Gang, who was scheduled to appear for that appearance. Dr. Man Slick. But quickly found out that he wasn't getting the deposit. Yeah. And in fact has never heard of this Andrew Goodwin. Right. And he's irate because I've had to old school fax him over the poster because all he has is a fax machine still.
Yeah. And a beeper. Yeah.
I'm just going to put it out there on air that the One Man Gang was never contacted for this show.
We all knew it.
That from some very important sources that I know in the business, and I'm just telling you. I don't think it's kayfabe to put it out there that he was not contacted for the show, and it was false advertising all along.
All right, well, absolutely, right. He just put up these new posters, and even a fan called him out on it. He's like, why would you take this down and put up a new poster 2 hours later? He's like, I had the wrong phone number. But I mean, like, the complete talent's changed. So he's got Road Warrior Animal, Maven, and Paul Ellering, who's under fucking contract right now. So, I mean, like... not only is he under contract, what about the other guys that were on that poster? Like, now we're 3? Because before there was many artists, slated to appear. Yeah, I know. That's the thing, is that he changes all this talent. I think we need to, and this is what this show is for. We talk about the old days with Chuck Simpson and the Dirty Gators who would do just the greasiest moves. Gator's done this shit 10 years ago, all right? And we tell these stories, okay?
I get it.
It's all transcends into the same shit. This guy's a scheister. He's scamming you, okay? He puts the other photos of guys that used to be famous and never looked like this photo. They currently don't, at least. They haven't looked like that for about 10 years, but they'll put up these photos and advertise it anyways.
I'm interested to see if Maven does appear. Like, I haven't heard of Maven in years.
I know, and now all of a sudden he's showing up.
If he can somehow get Maven, like, how would you even contact Maven? Does he have some sort of agent?
I don't know. Matt, I'm sure, like, maybe he puts on an accent. Hello, this is Maven's agent. How would you, I don't know my nationality now that you ask. Good question, though.
And what do you think, like, could even pay, like, what do you think, I'm just going to put you on the spot. What do you think Maven's getting paid for this appearance? I'm just going to put it out there. What do you think he's getting paid?
Well, it's $20 for his autograph alone. For, but
kids. What does Goodwin have to pay? And where is he flying in from? And where is he being housed?
Dude, it's not even happening. That's what we're telling you, all right? These shows are they're a rib, they're a botch, they're a miss, they're a lie. Don't, all right? That's all we're saying. It's like, you don't even ask me this question, all right?
So where are tickets even available?
Well, we gave you the phone number, which I guess was advertising for the show, which I kind of regret doing. Okay. But thanks, Andrew, for writing in. I appreciate that. Now, since it's social media day, we give the status of the day away, and I'm giving it to, and we gotta talk about this, man, is...
just one more thing thing before we move on, Hipstar. Yeah. I just wanted to send a shout out to the gang, because he hasn't been doing well lately. He lost his house, actually, lately in a storm of some sort, and I just wanted to, send shout outs to my friend. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Hacksaw's is still in need of money, so if you could donate to him. His Kickstarter didn't reach enough money, or his goal at least, so we should rebuild his house first, because he kind of asked first, and then we'll work on One Man Gang.
Okay, well, you got a status of the day?
Well, this shit where, say, if you're just starting running a promotion, say, right? And you immediately, like, advertise yourself as the promoter, but your status is, your social media presence is that of a typical, those, like, 13-year-old Instagram girls who think they're feeling anxiety, that they know what depression is. You know those Instagram accounts that you keep showing me? Yeah. They like, you show that you're a very emotional person, but you're like a mid-30s, almost turned 40s emotional person who expresses it through Facebook. Yeah. And when it relates to another wrestling company, and then all of a sudden when you start yours, and your entire message about how don't go see this guy, he just screwed me over. I'm going to keep messaging and updating you about how I hate this promotion, but you should come to my shows, which I've just started promoting one wrestling show so far, but you should come to them. By the way, I'm an emotional wreck and I hate this guy.
Well, he had a good lineup on his last show, and he's been putting me over on social media, but I got to tell you, man, the last couple of appearances I've had with, initially with Death Proof and now with Lucha Proof too, I've had a hell of a good time at those shows. I think they're great fucking shows, and
let's not compare.
Warhead does not have to accept me into his locker room, and he does, and in fact, he just lets you do what you want, not in a sense where it's show business sense, like a respect and a trust.
Yeah, but still, like, he's a great example of what a promoter should be, and a booker.
I can't see where this guy is pissed off at Warhead, because he's been nothing but good to me when he doesn't have to be. So, what is the problem with this guy? I don't understand the story is what I'm trying to say. Like, this guy was a fan of Death Proof, and then what happened?
Something very, very personal. People got endangered, apparently. Lives were put at stake. Attitudes were reckoned, and courage was broken, as well as bonds. I apparently don't have the full story either, but I mean, like, I don't have to go through my newsfeed
all I'm
and
saying
scroll
is
and
I appreciate Devin. I don't know who he is, but I appreciate him putting me over on social media, and I'm glad he's a fan. But I have to support Death Proof because that's who I'm working for in this case, And I'm just like, this guy never booked me, so if you're gonna go to war, I gotta stand on the side of Warhead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, take it easy. Don't base your entire message, your entire first impression, based on hatred and anger and animosity. It looks too emotional. Let's come off and be friendly at first, even if you hate somebody. Don't open somebody into your life right away. Okay? Hide yourself. Be a bit of a mystery. When you're completely exposing your legal life.
Thank him for listening to the show. I mean, at least he's a loyal listener to the show, and I appreciate him as a audience member.
We'll take it as a message.
Hopefully you don't lash out on me, because I think as a fan you're great. If you're promoting where you booked me on your last show, like, I could manage Rob Rage.
Yeah, I know you can.
Why am I not? Well, really, like, what is this?
I have to see you tomorrow, because he booked me for a comedy show that I have to show up, which I have not planned for. So we'll go to the Rock Pile, the one venue that I only work at, and we'll make it live.
I'm not booked on this show.
You can come. You can actually do my set, because I don't know. I think we work better as a duos anyways, so duos.
Is Devin the promoter of the show, you're saying?
Yes, he's been doing comedy shows longer than the wrestling shows. He books good talent. For the comedy shows, that is.
Well, he hasn't booked me on any shows, so again, that's strike two. I didn't even know he was running comedy gigs.
Well, he's a new guy. He's a new guy. He's just
I know.
He doesn't know the stories of what Ontario was 8 years ago.
I will be doing comedy shows at the Rock Pile too.
Fair enough.
The Rock Pile is going to be housing a lot of events over the next summer, and
yeah, it's true.
Whether it be Death Proof or Devin Christensen's pro wrestling, or his comedy gigs, or a Pee Wee Castle's production. We will be rocking the Rock Pile, and Bernadette will be at all the shows unless Smash is running that day.
She doesn't heckle comedy shows. She knows she can't do that there, nor should she. But I mean, wrestling that's her complete let loose environment, and it's scary when people just that was me on Sunday when I just completely hurt myself. And you said it yesterday. You were very honest, You were worried for me. I saw it in your eyes, even though you wear sunglasses inside, and I'll never understand that, but...
Well, it's been a rough week for me, too. I mean, I had our intern over at my property, Lionel, putting an addition on my garage area. And
without even asking you.
The thing is, I get, like, the two worst interns, like Eugene and Lionel, to do some work on my property.
They're just always stoned on animals. So they have no idea.
From out of nowhere, Lionel gets a job on this movie set. and has not showed up for work on my property.
Yeah. Now
and Lionel's like sending me messages now. He's making huge money, and he's got himself a phone, and he's like sending me messages about like he's working on the same set as Jackson Jarvis. And how Jarvis doesn't want anything to do with me either. He doesn't want
he just messaged me.
Making
Finally
videos with him versus Space Monkey. Like he's off on another planet now, and it's kind of like kayfabing me too.
Well,
so
we're all gonna kayfabe each other when we're close friends, and we feel the love, and it's all mutual. We can only ask for it on the social media day. Happy April 12th. Tonight on Hipstar Today.